Hi everyone, Jamie Sierra here, and welcome to another episode of From Mission Fulfillment. And in this video, I kind of just not going to do an official blog today because honestly, I have been truly out of it, and obviously, and I think a lot of people, um, in this world right now, because this person was a world public figure, one of the biggest sports icons out there. And as many of you guys know, I actually wrote a book called The Big Four, about, four perhaps of the greatest tennis players in this century, and Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and Murray. Big sports fan. And I love, and I pretty much have been a sports fanatic pretty much my whole life. Whether it's basketball, football, American football, baseball, of course, and hockey and boxing, and definitely, of course, tennis, a little bit of golf here and there. And I've always found athletes to be great role models for life, and great, how they really create great examples for us, especially for kids. There's no question about that. Kids look up to athletes, but I think athletes totally give back, and they create this incredible clues for us, because greatness leaves clues. And there is definitely no exception as far as Kobe Bryant is concerned. And I have, ever since Sunday afternoon, I have just been in complete shock, and been very sad. Caught myself even crying a couple times, which is, I'm just, in one situation, I never met this person. He's a public figure. Obviously, chances are I was never going to meet him anyways, and also I happen to be a fan of one of of Kobe's arch rivals, the Boston Celtics. Been a diehard Celtics fans for decades now, going back to even Larry Bird and John Havlicek and Dave Cowens. And the Lakers, Kobe, they were our arch rivals, and they still are. The whole motto of the Celtics is to beat the Lakers, and it'll continue to be so, but there's definitely a different feeling. And the feeling that Kobe is actually no longer with us. His daughter, of course, Gigi, too, who every time I see a picture or video of her, she is just so lively. She loves her dad. And both of them had just such an incredible father and daughter relationship. And of course, there were 9 other people in the helicopter too that lost their lives, and families been affected. It's just been a complete shock, and I just wanna let you guys know, for the next week's episode, I will definitely do a profile on Kobe Bryant, as far as his greatness and as far as what we can learn and how we can take Kobe's principles and apply them into our daily lives. And I think, and I think that's one great thing about Kobe that I've got to really respect and admire the past couple of years, because I know he really has gotten into the self-development business too, because he gives so much back. He speaks at other professional teams. He's a speaker there. He speaks at major Fortune 500 companies. He speaks with schools and children. I mean, I've been watching videos of him the last few days of Make-A-Wish Foundation and some other videos, and he was just such a natural with children. And he's been a big proponent of the women's basketball league and women's sports and women's rights. I mean, he was just truly a person who was just getting started and who really was going to have a great second part of life after basketball. He truly was, and he was making differences in people's lives. He was impacting them for the positive, and so it's just so hard, at such a young age that he's gone. And just like that, I just like I said, I've been kind of shocked and just trying to process this and trying to understand it in some cases that he can be gone. And maybe I feel this way a little bit more because, I rooted against him, but I never really disliked him because I thought he was a hell of a basketball player. He was he was definitely one of the greatest to ever play basketball. I remember him getting drafted as an 18-year-old kid and watching him play as an 18-year-old in the NBA. I mean, every young boy's fantasy he was living out. He was playing for the Lakers. He was playing, he was playing for one of the greatest franchises of all time. And every time I saw him on the floor, his first few years, he was just like a little kid. I remember him in the All-Star game, his second season in the NBA, and just having fun and just taking it in, playing in the game with all his idols. It was just truly fascinating to see. And he took a lot of us into our lives, and he came to us in front of our TVs, and that's how we invited Kobe in our homes, and we really were able to connect with him, and in so many different ways, especially for the love of basketball and the love of sports. And he truly was. He wasn't a perfect man. Of course, there were the allegations, well over 10 years ago now, probably about 15 years ago. That was just definitely upsetting. But I really look at the man's life, and I really look at what he has done since then, and what he's accomplished on and off the basketball court, and what he's truly given back. I mean, he's really knew his role and responsibility as a famous public figure and as a role model, and he really played it out. So I guess my advice, if there is any, that we can definitely take from Kobe, is that he was a family man, and he used to light up people whoever he saw and interacted, and made them feel good about themselves. And and just like I said, just live life to the fullest, because that's what Kobe did. On the basketball court, we saw it, and of course even now, even after he retired, he continued to thrive and prosper and totally live to the fullest. He created a short film, won an Academy Award for it. He was creating children's books. I mean, he was just doing so much to give back. And so it's just really hard for me, to really come to terms and come to grips that he's no longer with us, at least physically. I know he's with us spiritually and emotionally for many of us. And I just, like I said, it's just really hard for me to prosper. So I guess my biggest takeaway from this video is to make sure that we love fully all the time, and that we tell our loved ones, our families, no matter what, that we love them, and give them a hug, and just let the people know in your life that they are truly appreciated, and that they truly love. So I think that's the most important thing, because life is just so short, and it's just, tomorrow is not guaranteed, and it never is. And I don't know. I mean, like I said, each and every moment is truly a gift that we have, and our time here is very short, and we got to make the best of it. So, so next episode, definitely, I will share with you guys some principles that Kobe had, and that what we can learn from Kobe, and how we can definitely apply many of these principles in our own lives, and make us grow and prosper. So guys, thank you for watching, and if you want more videos like this, definitely hit the subscribe button. Guys, God bless, and have a great one, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye.